Welcome back to Chubby Chase Farm. I appreciate you watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We got a lot of interesting stuff happening here on the farm. Today, we're getting these chicks out of the brooder and on the pasture. These chicks are a couple of days over 3 weeks old. I've got the trailer hooked up, the mobile brooder hooked up to the tractor. We'll move the waterers and the feeders out of there, and then we'll head down to the field. This is probably the best view yet of the 500 chicks in the brooder right here. There's the guard goose. There's top 3 of the other little geese. Here's the chickens. This is the first time they have seen sunlight. They're gonna be happy birds. Made it out to the pasture. This is where they will remain for the rest of their life till they're ready to be processed. This field is a large flat 7-acre field. This is where all the chickens will be raised this year. I started to set up the paddock here. I'll finish it up once I get the trailer out. Now we gotta see if we can get these little fellas out of in there, here. And we'll remove this back. And I've got a little slide, and I'm gonna hook up here. These will raise straight up, and I'll try to push the birds out this way. The idea, I think, is still good. I've got some improvements to do. Not the least of which is have 2 people. At least 2, maybe 3. Ended up, they bunched up right here, too much weight. If I had another person keep them moving, just need to redesign this. First batch on pasture. A bit spread out. Have to get them all within the fence. It's been about 45 minutes or so. You can see behind me there, they've already found the feeders, they found the waterers. That's a great sign. I'm all set up. So my back wire is right here, fence. I have my 5 covers. They will probably only use each couple right here for a few days, couple of days. I will start moving the waterers and the feeders and trying to get them to spread out. And then we will be moving the covers forward. You can see the fence perhaps. The cattle are right there. They've already run through here, and it runs right to here. And then once I get to that end, I'll flip it and we'll keep making our way across this field. It's been a little over 24 hours. They made it through the first night. It did get down into the mid-40s last night, so it was rather chilly on them. Last night they were under just 2 of the covers. I have moved the covers forward. You see here's their manure load from last night on this one and a little bit here. They were mainly there, but now you can see they've spread up to the 4th one. I don't have a feeder or a waterer up there yet. They're here, but I'm going to do that right now as they're starting to spread out. It is almost 80 degrees today, so you see a lot of them. They're out laying in the sun right now. It won't get as cold as it did last night. I think into the 50s. They figured out the feeders and waterers, because these are different than what they had in the brooder. Some of them laying out by themselves in the sun. There's one getting a suntan. Here you can kind of see the covers in a line. Up until about noon today, they were sitting in the line right here. I moved them forward. Tomorrow morning I'll move them forward again. Probably have to move them twice a day, primarily because of the manure load. But the 2023 freezer beef, they're right here, ripping grass. This fella goes to the processor at the end of May, and that one does. Well, I appreciate you watching. Make sure you keep following along. We got another batch of 500 baby chicks arriving Tuesday or Wednesday next week. Obviously, we got the pigs. You just saw the steers and all the sheep. You can always find out more about us at tubbychasefarm.com. Everyone have a great week.